YouTube? Ace here from Fit to Play Games, and if you guys do follow me on my Instagram, I did post a couple of videos regarding the things that I've been working on for the past week, and also the things that I'm doing here in the game room. And as you guys saw, I'm actually still kind of fixing the game room. I am currently working on a certain video that you guys might actually like, and a couple of my friends here in YouTube probably has done before, and this is my first time working on it. And also, you know, it's gonna take me a little while just because I want to get everything nice and organized, and I don't want you guys to see how horrible looking or how dirty my game room looks like. So I want to make sure that everything is nice and clean before I do that video. But as of right now, I'm working on this video, which is the games pickup for the month of June, and apparently there has been a lot of stuff that I picked up for the month of June, and that's why I'm gonna do a two-parter, just because nobody wants to sit on a 2-hour video, right? I do. I'm just kidding. I would probably watch it, but that's just me. I'm not like everybody else. I like long videos, see those kind of videos, and you know, see as much as I can. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this video. But before we get into all of these good stuff, let's go ahead and check out these people here in YouTube while I play around with my new lightsaber. How am I gonna build this? It's so weird. Anyway, these guys are fantastic YouTube channels, awesome people. These guys are my friends and they're wonderful, so definitely check them out. So let's go ahead and check out these things, these games, and these wonderful figures that I have gotten from this June. So let's go. Alright, dudes and dudettes, welcome back. And like I said, let's check out these games that I picked up. Now 100% these are all GameStop pickups. Now if you guys remember the video that I made before, these pickups are games that are 50% off, because I do time the orders of these games with the sales that GameStop sometimes comes up with. Like, they have this set thing, I don't know, I think it's every Tuesday or every Wednesday of each week, that they would have like the buy 2 you get 20%, buy 4 you get 40. Obviously if you go over 4, 5, everything else is 50% off. So I'm gonna leave a link right here on the left side so you guys can check out that video and how that works. But let's get to this. I have Tales of Xillia for the PlayStation 3. I already have a copy, but what I have is actually fully scratched up, and I needed to get another one just so even if that one breaks, I have a second. But I do play the Tales games constantly, and if you guys are wondering what games that I've been playing, I've just been, you know, skimming through every single Tales games that I have. And Tales of Xillia 2 is no exception. Unfortunately, you know, GameStop has not been known to send you an actual case, but they still send me a case. At least it's not one of those yellow envelopes where they put the CD in. That's just pathetic. But Tales of Xillia 2, there you go. Alright, next we got another Tales game. Like most of you guys already know, I am a big fan of the Tales games, so I also picked up Tales of Graces F. I've never played this game. I've only played the major ones, and this one, when I saw it, I think it only came out in Japan back then, so I didn't realize that it actually had come out in the US. I didn't do my own research, duh. Anyway, I ended up picking Tales of Graces F. Can't wait to dive into this and start playing. And then next is, we got Wet. Because I jumped in the pool. No, oh shoot, it's so bright. Darn it. There we go, we finally toned him down. I'm watching. Anyway, Wet for the PlayStation 3. It's a game that I never really got into. I've never seen it. That's why I was like, huh, that looks interesting. And I watched a couple of videos in YouTube even though we are in YouTube. So I watched a couple of videos and I think I like the gameplay, so I can't wait to dive into that as well. So you guys, if you're interested and you want me to make a video gameplay of that game, let me know, so because then I want to play with you guys while you guys watch it, and you know, we can explore it together. All right, next here we have Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now, I've always been a big fan of the Marvel vs. Capcom. Fighting games is life, and I feel like it's awesome to finally get one of these, because the only Marvel vs. Capcom that I had was my original one for the PlayStation. I never got anything else, and this one is 3, and I cannot wait to dive into this and start kicking some butt. Fortunately, I don't think this has online capabilities, but we'll see. Next, this one we got lucky because it actually came with a case. So Aliens vs. Predators, very, very fun game. I've seen a lot of videos on this, and you get to play the alien, the predator, and obviously the weak marine. I'm just kidding. The marines are not weak. We have brains. They might have the predators, they might be the apex of the whole universe, but we are very innovative right here. Anyway, can't wait to dive into this and actually play this game. I think it's gonna be fun. Next, you guys might notice I've been adding a whole lot more of the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 games. You'll notice that along the whole pickups, and yeah, that's that. I'm just trying to pump up a little bit more of my PlayStation 3 and a couple more of my PlayStation 4 titles, just because most of my stuff right here is there's a lot of Xbox there. So anyway, next one here, this one we got really lucky too, because they have the entire case, including the manual inside. That is ICO and Shadow of the Colossus collection. Guys, if you are fans of the PlayStation 2 ICO and Shadow of Colossus, then I don't need to explain to you why this game is great, and it's in high def and it's been remastered. Why not? I mean, the storyline of each of these games are fantastic, and they're both trying to save wonderful people that they want to spend their lives with. But I don't know about ICO though. I think he's way too young to be thinking about that, but whatever. It's a good game. Definitely check it out. Next here we have, I've always been a big fan of any, quirky PlayStation 3 games when it first came out, and Katamari Forever is not a bad game. It's actually very fun. It reminds me a whole lot of kind of like similar to Pikmin, the Pikmin game that came out for Nintendo GameCube and also for the Nintendo DS. Now Katamari Forever definitely is different. It's a different game, but it still has kind of like, I see a lot of Pikmin in it. A lot of the ideas from Pikmin kind of reminds me a whole lot when I played in this game. And very fun game, very therapeutic. I think you could just sit there and just roll around and gather everything. You gotta clean out your universe if you guys are familiar with Katamari Forever. Alright, so let's jump into the other game here. Zone of the Enders HD collection. Guys, if you are a big fan of Zone of the Enders, I am, when it first came out for the PlayStation 2. Man, Jehuty is one of the best mechs out there. I don't know, if he came out, if he became like somehow a part of the Gundam, I think he would be the one that destroys every single Gundams out there, because he's just way too fast, way too awesome as a mech. So there you have it, Zone of the Enders HD collection. And next we've got the Tales of Zestiria. I know, another Tales, but this one's for the PlayStation 4. I think the reason I got this is because I don't think I ever got to play it, because I jumped into Tales of Berseria instead of Zestiria. I think this came out before Berseria, I believe. So I played Berseria first. Wait, no, this came out. Yeah, it came out before Berseria. Berseria is actually the newest addition to the Tales series. So I never got to play it, but excited to finally add it into the collection, and I can't wait to play it. Alright, we've got more here, so why don't we just get rid of the ones that do not have any covers. Alright, so I'm not a super fan of, well, I'm a super fan of every single fighting games out there. This one is definitely one of my favorites, Mortal Kombat 10 for the Xbox One. I know we are already in 11, but 10 was the one that I skipped, so I never got to play this. So I'm just very excited to try it out for myself. They've been coming out with excellent downloadable content for 11, by the way, and you know, I've also been spending a whole lot of time playing that game. Anyway, next thing we have is UFC EA Sports for Xbox One. I'm a big fan of the UFC when it came out for the original Xbox as well. And this one is $4.99. I got it for $2.50 because everything was 50% off. I ordered this whole thing and they delivered it in this box, all of them. So, pretty good deal. Next, we've got Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I skipped this one because, you know, I've been disappointed with Resident Evil 6 a couple years back when it came out. I thought, sure, I played through the whole thing in my Xbox 360, but it's just, you know, it wasn't what I expected it to be. The storyline was kind of solid, but the gameplay was just meh. It reminded me of, like, I think after Resident Evil 5 with Chris Redfield and his partner, I forgot her name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. After that whole game, I think they downgraded a lot with Resident Evil 6. Like, the gameplay completely just went down by, you know, 20 points. Anyway, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, can't wait to play this. See guys, I still missed a whole bunch of games on the Xbox One. I have not played everything yet. Doom for Xbox One. I've tried the new Doom, and I just want to collect some Doom games, but unfortunately, you know, it's GameStop. It's not gonna have the original casing, but I think there's a possibility that you can just buy the covers to replace this thing. Well, that's not a big thing to me as long as I get to play the game. And another one without any cover, Dishonored 2. Actually played it on my Xbox 360, and I am very impressed with the Dishonored series. By far one of the most innovative game by Bethesda, after all of the whole Elder Scrolls and a bunch of Fallout games, and that's definitely one of the games that I cannot wait to see a third installment, because it reminds me a whole lot of Assassin's Creed. This one, you're a little bit more hands-on. You can definitely see and be there, just like Mirror's Edge for the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Shoot, that thing came out 3 times. Anyway, couple more here. Dead Rising 4, I believe. I want to play it because my cousin said it was awesome, and he actually played this on the PlayStation 4. I have a PlayStation 4, but I don't, you know, anything that's like zombie related, you know, I would play it on Xbox 3, Xbox One, as much as possible, rather than play it on the PlayStation 4. There are games that are specified just for PlayStation 4, and even if a game that came out for both system, and you know, I feel like it should be played on the Xbox more, I would play it on the Xbox. But Dead Rising definitely works on the Xbox One system. Alright, a couple more here. So we're going a little retro here, going down the memory lane, because I missed a couple of these games. when when they all came out. I just never played them. So I'm gonna start off with Dead to Rights Retribution. I never got to play it. I played the originals, Dead to Rights 1 and 2 for the original Xbox, and I want to see what this is all about, and if they are planning to make another Dead to Rights follow-up. Maybe, who knows. And now this one, I wanted to get it because, you know, I played it already, and I resold it because I wanted to play a different game a long time ago, and that is Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. But you know, we already have Star Wars Fallen Order as the #1 game at the moment for me, as a Star Wars game. Force Unleashed is still up there. This is probably a strong second if I wanted to play another Star Wars game, but definitely a fine pickup. I'm just glad that it came with a case, and I think everything in it, because I also have the original Force Unleashed, so this is definitely a treat, and I'll be able to add it into the collection. Alright, next here is Star Wars The Clone Wars, and the reason I wanted to play it is because Mace Windu is in there, and I actually want to use him because he's the only Jedi that has the purple lightsaber, and you guys know that I'm crazy about the color purple. It's a fantastic color. Alright, so that is Star Wars The Clone Wars Republic Heroes. I can't wait to try this out. It's got intense Jedi combat. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's intense. Next, here we've got, now I know a lot of you guys are fans of this game called Alan Wake. I think it came out with this one, and also there was another Alan Wake that came out. I'm not sure. You guys don't quote me on that, but I actually want to try this game out for myself to see how I'm gonna like it. I heard it's kind of like Resident Evil, so Resident Evil, I want to try it out. Alright, next up we have the Chronicles of Riddick. Now guys, this one is Assault on the Dark Athena. Now, one of the best Riddick games, or the Chronicles of Riddick games that came out for the Xbox, was from the original Xbox system. So I don't know about this one. I can't wait to try it, see how I'm gonna like it, if I'm gonna like it better than the very first one that came out on the Xbox original. But we'll see. Xbox 360 still holds itself. It still has very amazing games. I know for a fact that I do not have every single Xbox games in my collection, thus I'm trying my best to add them to my collection, because the Xbox was basically mirroring PlayStation 2 when it was at the peak of its life. Alright, next we've got Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. I played the Sherlock Holmes for the Xbox One. It was a free download, so I ended up downloading it. I just wanted to see, I think Sherlock's home and the daughter of the devil, or the devil's daughter or something, and it's actually pretty cool. So I want to see what this is about and how cool this is going to be. Alright, so next up, these two I have been eyeing for a while, and I'm just really glad that GameStop was really good about keeping this intact with its manuals and original casing, and that is #1, Silent Hill Homecoming. Guys, I've been a big fan of Silent Hill since its debut on the original PlayStation system, and man, it was just, back then it was really scary, and even now, the better graphics of the Xbox 360 would still bring chills down my spine every time I'm trying to play one of these games. And I also am very happy because I found Silent Hill Downpour. This is also another fantastic title that came out for the Xbox 360, and thankfully it has its manual. And let's see how this CD looks. Not bad. I like that. I like that. Very, very nice. And I can't wait to add these to my collection. Alright, so let's jump in to the other pickups that I picked up for this June. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip this camera over to this table. So what we have here is the legendary original Super Saiyan Broly from the Dragon Ball Z series. This is what he originally looks like before the Dragon Ball Super, before it all came out, and he's been updated to a green-haired Saiyan. Alright, our next piece here is Batgirl. I got her from the GameStop store, and you'll never guess how much she started from, as a $24.99 figure, and I picked it up for $11.45. It was a clearance. She looks amazing. Good looking statue over here of Batgirl. Alright guys, our next beautiful statue here is of Catwoman, and she is the designed Catwoman from the Tall Tales video games for the Xbox 360 and for the PlayStation 4. Definitely beautiful looking statue. Lots of details here, and I believe they did a fantastic job with Catwoman, and I like it. She looks good. Alrighty guys, so that is our games pickup part 1 for June 2020. There will be a part 2 to this video because there are more that I want to cover, and I will be releasing that video or that part 2 on June 25th exact. And also guys, before I end this video, I want to remind you that Nintendo Switch Lite giveaway is ending pretty soon. I am gonna have a cutoff on June 17th midnight, so if you guys have not yet join that giveaway, make sure you click that the link at the description below so you guys can find out how to join that giveaway. And also, for those first timers here in my channel and this is your first time seeing and watching my videos, if you like this video, definitely hit that subscribe button if you do, and if you like this whole games pickup stuff, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching the video and appreciating watching this video, and I also appreciate your positive feedbacks, comments, even your negative comments. I do appreciate that, because then that definitely teaches me how to become a better YouTuber and give you guys better content. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and until then, see ya.